Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the R.O.A.D podcast presented by DJ City and Beat Source. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Crooked. We got Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to our brother, DJ Never, Never Forever. We have a special co-host today. Yo, he probably has the most streamed episode we've ever had on this podcast. He's the man who helped build Rockefeller. He's like a master A&R, one of the most talented A&Rs in the game. His management company, hip hop, since 1978. You know, they signed Kanye, Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki. You know, the list goes on. He always shows us love. I mean, the last time we was in New York, you know, we used the studio, and he looked out for us, and we're so happy to have him here again. Kyambo Hip Hop, Joshua. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming through.
What's up?
Thank you for coming through. And then we got the man of the hour here. This man, you probably seen him. BX is definitely in the building, and you definitely seen him on one of the most legendary verses ever.
Yep.
And I've never seen Cam, Joel's, and Jim Jones speechless.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of
They were quiet for the first time ever.
he kind of got Dipset a little quiet.
One of the last like iconic hip hop moments was made.
Yeah, it's most legendary verses ever, and he made it real quiet on the Dipset side of the verses. Yeah. And he proved how vital and necessary it is for an artist to have a good DJ. And it was like after that, I feel like a lot of artists started taking their DJ. They started being like, yo, I need a good DJ for my shows. After the pandemic, like when shit opens up, I need a good DJ. Yeah. You know, and he's the tour DJ for Rakim, Ghostface, Killer, Raekwon, the Lox. He's actually going on tour with the Lox June to December for their 30th anniversary. He's done a whole bunch of shit. He did mega shit for the 50th anniversary for hip hop. I want to talk more about that with him. We're very happy to have him here. Technician to DJ, what's good, sir?
What's good?
What's good?
I add some clap, my own claps.
Thank you for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How was that versus? How was that feeling when you was up there?
It's like I ain't doing anything else. I just play some music for the people.
It was just like, you know, business as usual. Nothing. But afterwards, what happened?
I blocked everything out, and I was just like, let me play some music.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Because that wasn't your first one, right?
Nah, that was
like almost your third one, right?
That was the third one.
Oh shit!
Which one else did you do?
I did 4. I did Kiss and Fab.
Okay.
Ray and Ghost. Fat Joe and Ja.
You were on Fat Joe's side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was legendary. You brought Remy Ma and she did the big pun verse.
Yeah.
That shit was epic.
I know everyone was hitting you up after that. After the Lox shit, though. That shit was crazy.
Hell yeah. I fell asleep. I tried to answer every DM. I didn't know it was so many.
Wow.
Like, I fell asleep with my phone on my chest.
Yo, you're definitely responsible for today's price.
Yeah,
not yesterday's price.
That's your.
Oh wow!
I know. Yeah,
I'm glad I can help.
Well, how'd you like? So you and Kyambo have, you know, Hop. You guys have a history. I didn't know this, and then I was even talking to you about Chubby Chub, and then that's a part of this history too. And we had Clark Kent here. And it's like when I talk to them, and it's like everyone's tied together.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that like almost everything starts with original flavor to a certain degree. Like
for sure,
it's crazy.
Because you're right. Because we was talking earlier, and it's really 2 of the legendary DJs that we all come from that tree.
Yeah.
When you think about it, Kid Capri and Clark Kent, and a lot of what came from Kid, from Chrissy, working with Dame and booking the shows and J stuff, and him being around and me being an intern, and then also Clark having a longer relationship with Dame and Original Flavor and Ski, to where like everybody has been managed by Chrissy, worked with her, been at Rockefeller, been at the office is right down the block on John Street. So so from that point, it was that era was just starting to come, like out of the mixtapes going into stuff starting to be real. Like people starting to really put out records and get deals and stuff like that. So it definitely felt like it was a new moment for me, because I was younger than him at the time. You know what I mean? He was already, professional getting paid to do.
Yeah, I remember we was at Rockefeller with no furniture sitting on the floor.
Oh shit!
Real.
Yeah.
You're really day one.
Yeah.
How did y'all link up? Like, how did y'all connect?
I mean, just through that, just being at the office. Like he'll come to play some new stuff or asking about what's going on and stuff. Because we both was like low key, and you know what I'm saying, like not the people. You know what I mean? Because it was a lot going on back then. You know what I mean? So we'll probably be like with Ray or in the front somewhere. Connected on that level. But it was quick, and then next thing you know,
he blew up.
He blew up. He signed a few little producers and shit.
Hey, what's good? This is Crooked. We got Jamie the Great here.
Yeah.
We're here to let you know that we have launched our Patreon, and if you fuck with us,
really fuck with us.
If you really fuck with us,
some ride or die shit out.
Like if you a roadie for life,
not a casual.
No, I'll take a casual roadie.
Fuck a casual.
I'll take a casual roadie, but if you're a roadie for life, you're going to go to patreon.com/road podcast. Mm-hmm. That's patreon.com/road podcast.
One more time for the people in the back.
Patreon.com/road podcast.
Yes.
And you're going to sign up and you're going to get an extra episode with this membership.
Yep.
You're going to get early access to episodes. You're going to see behind the scenes vlogs.
Yep.
You're going to see extra interviews that we've never released.
Whoa. You're giving a lot of free shit going on.
A lot of free shit.
No.
Look, this is our opportunity to like further build and enhance our community that we built with y'all. This is like a deeper dive into what we do and what goes on here. And these extra episodes that we're going to release a month on our Patreon, this is going to go back to kind of the old school Road podcast where we would talk about all our personal experiences and everything that's going on, from gigs to music to
the foundation of us.
Everything.
So
if you want to show support, go to patreon.com/road podcast. Mm-hmm. That's patreon.com/road podcast. We'll see you there.
See you there.
Wait, but you got into like the whole Rockefeller circle. Was it through Chubby Chub and Original Flavor?
Yeah. Because he was the Original Flavors DJ. Then he moved on. He passed it to Red Handed. Christy was his manager, so that's how I was around every day with that.
Yeah.
Then he came in as
Red
an intern.
Handed became JDJ. Right?
Yeah.
Wait. Say again?
Red Handed became JDJ.
Okay.
He was like, not to say his first DJ, but maybe his first, when he first started doing his own shows, like outside of Original Flavors, Kane and stuff like that. Wow. Like that's the first person I remember, because Chubb was probably already gone by then. Yeah, Chubb was already like moved on. So I'm sure they did shows together, but that was probably the collective of them. But Jay by himself, I think Red Handed was the first DJ I remember him having.
Damn.
Yeah, and I knew him from first grade.
Hey, so were you doing shows or DJing for any of the artists on Rock or
nah? Just I caught the tail end of Original Flavor, like maybe 1.5 shows with them.
Mm. And you guys are just in the same circles and shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you knew Chubby Chub because you guys were like living on the same block in the BX. Kind
of like 10 minutes from each other. He's from Cedric Projects, but the first day I met him, I'm with Red Handed. He's like, "Yo, we're gonna go meet my man." So I don't know how to describe the equivalent like of how far it was.
Yeah.
But if you're from the Bronx, we met him at is it Bronx, Lebanon?
Yeah, like around 40 something.
All right, so we like behind that, like a few blocks behind that. Mm-hmm. He lives on 174 University, so they was like, "Yo, my man live up the block."
That's
That's a long look at hip hop's face. It's like, get the fuck.
So we walking. I don't know Chubb. I'm walking behind him with Red. I'm like, "Yo, where does he live?" And he's like, "Up the block." The further we walk, the more I'm starting to hate this guy.
Every step, the anger goes that way.
We finally get to the concourse. Now the concourse is still dumb far.
Yeah.
We crossing the street. "Yo, where does he live, man?" "Nah, it's up the block." Now, I was a big kid. I'm a big guy now. I've always been big, so, like us, we don't like to walk far.
Nah.
I'm like, "Yo, where does he live, man?" So we finally get there. We go in. Now he lives on the 9th floor.
Oh, fuck.
And this day,
The
elevators broke.
Oh, shit.
I was like, yo, when we get upstairs, I might have to kill this guy.
Yeah.
So he opens his door. We go to the DJ room. I'm like, oh, nah, this is about to be my best friend. I seen all the records.
Every day.
He had Technique 1200s, which I didn't have because my turntable was with a belt drive, Gemini 1100s. I was like, oh, he got 2 copies of everything. And from that day, this was like 1990. We've been cool ever since. He knew me before I had a DJ name.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, you had the belt drives,
In my house, I had the belt drive Gemini 1100s.
Yeah.
Horrible.
We was talking about that.
Yeah, so the week, I had them for 1 week. It broke, which I thought it broke. I brought it back to the store. I was like, I bought these last week. It's broken. He's like, were you trying to scratch? I said, yeah. Like, you can't scratch on these. You got to buy these. It's a lot more money for those. If you want to scratch, you got to get. So for
belt drives were like 150, 180.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, you had that.
That's
I
what
had the
I
linear
never
tech
became a DJ.
ones.
I think it might have been cheaper than it. It might have been like $80.
80. That's the
I
real
think
bad
so.
ones.
Yeah.
That's the open box price.
That's the bad one. Yeah.
I didn't know any better. I just figured get 2 turntables. I'll be doing flashing them, doing Jam Master Jay. I tried it. It stopped working. I didn't know the belt came off.
Yeah. And then after a while, that belt it stretches out.
Yeah.
So when you go to zero,
Yeah.
it's not even zero. It's like -2 now. So you got to speed it up, and you got to now +2 is 0.
It's +2 is
Yeah,
0.
I just never. I just kept going to +4. Like
Wow.
I didn't want to replace the belt. I was
you
like,
got to be
fuck that
super
shit.
nice on belt drive to make them
Yeah.
sound like it's not belt drive.
Yeah. At that time, it was like it was like a Rolls Royce when we saw a Techniques 1200.
Yeah.
How much are those?
Like it was like $449 if you're lucky, but $499.
Damn.
Like at the Wiz. I used to go to the Wiz and just
I
look at.
finally upgraded to those in 92. I got the first one in 92, the next one in 93, a year later. 386 and 449.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah,
You remember the price.
Yeah, the Techniques belt drive combination, right?
Yeah. So I was dumb nice on one side and garbage on the other side.
Yeah.
Did you have what kind of mixer? You had like a Gemini mixer?
And the 2200, yeah.
Wait,
It's the greatest mixer ever.
Which one is that? With the dials? Or no?
Yeah, it got the 2. It's nothing on it. It's just your 2 volumes, your mic, and your headphones.
Right.
With the wooden side. That's what they used in the
Yes.
DMCs years ago.
That's the classic. Yeah. That's still a great mixer. And
Best
it
mixer
looks,
ever.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
Why
That was
you say
my
that?
first mixer.
The Gemini 2200.
Nobody said the best ever, just because it's simple.
It ain't,
and everything you
it
need.
ain't a lot of all its fader volume. That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the best mixer ever, but
Yeah.
for that time, it was way better than any Gemini. With I remember they had the Geminis with
With the flash button?
no, they had even worse. Some of them had just like sound effects.
Oh, shit.
So they would
It was
be
a separate sound effects box.
yeah.
Oh,
I still have that.
You do?
Yeah.
It would have like
It's-
these digital sounds that goes like
It's a bunch of reggae sounds on there.
like a bound, like a bomb.
Oh, that's where they come from?
Yeah.
Wow. That makes sense.
Oh, that's where it comes
Like
from.
if you think about it, it was all the reggae sounds, all the reggae sound effects.
That's great.
Trash.
That's so then, okay, so like you're in the BX, you're finally getting everything, you're getting all your like equipment up to date. I want to know how we got from there to where you're going, like on tour. I don't know, you did shows with like Aaliyah, like and shit, and Foxy
Yeah.
Brown. Like this is crazy. I want to know.
Everything is always affiliation to something. Like the Aaliyah thing, I started opening for Kid Capri, which all ties back to him and Rockefeller.
Yeah,
Christy Clifford worked there. She managed Kid Capri. So he was doing Def Comedy Jam at the time of the Budweiser Superfest. So one of the shows he couldn't do, he sent me. I actually did the rehearsals with her. And I had to tell him, no, this is where you come in She does this song. So I did the shows with her on that tour when he couldn't do them. Then the Foxy thing, back to Red Handed from first grade, who I knew he was her DJ.
Yeah.
Wow.
On this particular tour, her brother Gavin left for whatever reason. He left for a little while. He eventually came back. So now Red has to move into his position, which was hype man. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm supposed to pause that position. Y'all started on this pause. It's back now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Killer Kim. But Red moved into his spot as hype man. Mm-hmm. So now she needs a DJ. The group I was with was the opening act. So I moved to the DJ spot for her.
Was this before Camp Lo? Or was Camp Lo around the same time?
Same time.
Same time.
A little
it was a little bit after.
A little after.
Like maybe 2 years after Camp Lo.
Yeah. Wow. You was on tour with Camp Lo, right?
Yeah. It's the first group that took me around the world.
It's crazy. You know that
was G with y'all?
Yeah. Was G Robinson.
For real?
LB.
Was working with it was Camp Lo road manager. We used to call him Gabbana.
He tried to race me one day. He's like, I'll smoke Techie Camera because I was big. Yeah, I cooked him. He was like, oh, your mom. And it wasn't even far. We ran from the tour bus to Waffle House. I was like,
what a race. I would have won too, Chuck.
No, but it's the fact that he thought he could beat me. Yo, I smoked him.
Yo, I have a special place in my heart for Camp Lo because first of all, I love all the production. Ski is one of my favorite producers of that era.
That album, production on that album, he was ahead of his time.
Ahead of his time. Especially some of the drums that he had and just the chopped up samples.
Yeah, I remember being around for that stuff. Yeah. Cause that's when he had just moved to Brooklyn in the mix, a lot of it.
Yeah,
because he had he had the little Yamaha board,
the 950.
Yeah, and he had the board. So they started recording in the crib a lot. So every time I go over there, they'll be in there.
I heard Clark was saying that he recorded a lot of that at Clark's crib, right? A little bit.
Yeah. The early stuff they did for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait, were you guys were just all around? I'm just was just everyone hanging around
even
together?
That, when Ski moved to 110 and first 1199, he was in this building. Dame lived in this building.
Yeah, that's when everything kind of overlapped for me because that's where my friend lived in Ski building. He was like, "Yo, Ski live upstairs." And when I met one of my close friends, his name Ash, it was because we was talking about Can I Get Open. And we was talking about the song in the lunchroom and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, Dame live in my building," and he was like, "And Ski live." No, Dame lived in the building next to me, and he said, "Ski live in my building."
Wow,
because he lived in the B building, which is across the street from Haji's. Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Yo, I started going around his crib, and he was cool with Cam and him. So Cam and Bloodshed lived in the other building. A, he lived in B, Dame lived in C, or it might be the other way around, but." And Duke the God lived in one of the buildings too. So I knew them from high school, so we'd go around there. I remember knocking on Ski door and him not being there, you know what I'm saying? But we'd be like, yo, let's go see the Ski and stuff like that. But it's funny because it's the same way it was when I was being blind and we try to go knock on Rock Raider door. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be like, Rock Raider live upstairs. And you just and that's the closest you are to hip hop is this producer, art rapper that live in your friend building, and then the Dame stuff kind of came later when I got cool with Cam. Then it was like, yo, let's go to Dame house, you know what I mean, just to fuck with him, you know what I'm saying, and see what's going on type of vibe. But yeah, so it was that kind of overlap, and then eventually Ski probably got some check money for Reasonable Doubt and moved moved over to Move to Brooklyn, you know what I mean? And that's kind of when I got cool with him, because I know Jay told me to go hang with him. And I used to go to his house after school or on the weekends and stuff like that. And that, kind of led to me picking up at the A&R just because of being around him and the beats and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was, it kind of, like you said, ended quickly. like 97, 90. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time, like you said, by the time Foxy is out, Red Handed is her DJ now, and Camp, he's with Camp. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of went in different directions. It was like we went to college together almost. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, oh, we graduated. He started working over here. He working over here.
And then everyone just kind of splits ways and separates a little bit.
Yeah, separate, and then see each other later on at certain events. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it was, like a good, 2-year college. You know what I'm saying? That where everybody was crossing lines. Like every show, everybody was probably there waiting to go. I remember when they was leaving to go on the Camp Low tour, you know what I'm saying, in the van, and, they probably left from the office or something like that, if I remember. You know what I mean? So it was like stuff like that where, just, because Chrissy was the one who really was the most experienced in the game. She was like the adult in the kind of like, in the, you know what I mean? Right? In a way, right? In the room, you know what I mean? To this
day.
She
was the glue.
Yeah, the glue, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it was like she was like the only person there. Like when I got there, she was the only person that worked there.
Wow, it's such a small. Like Clark keeps saying, it's such a small world. Like it was like if you were inside, you would just like pause. If you were just like you were in the circle, and it was just like. So I'm kind of curious. How did Camp Low? How did you get the Camp Low tour? Like,
it's kind of how I got with everyone I work with. I'm watching their show. I'm like, shit could be better. So it's like, yo, I need to do this, this, and this.
Wait, what was the show? What was the show? How were you watching it? Like, they were just practicing, or there was an actual show? I was there with
Christy in the actual performance.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it with another DJ, and I'm like, yo, they need to be doing this, this, and this. So she's like, you need to tell them. So I told them, I said, yo, y'all need to do A, B, and C. They said, why don't you do it? I said, all right.
So they didn't have did they have a DJ at that time, or they were playing like a DAT or something?
It went from the DAT. Ski used to put a show tape together,
right?
And then they had a DJ. I'm watching it. I'm like, they should do this, and that. So one day I'm in the crib. House phone rings. It's Mahoney from Profile. He's like, yo, I need your real name and your birthday. For what? You going with the guys to Houston Friday? I said, all right. Went to Houston. Hits me next week. Yo, you going with the guys to this? And that's how I got it.
It's just like that.
It was never an official, yo, we want you to be our DJ. Mahoney called, yo, you going with the guys to Houston?
That's crazy.
And that's how I stuck around.
What's the longest you DJ with one entity? Or artist or so?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But pretty much everyone that I've worked with, I'm still with.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't specifically just go with one artist. But when I'm available, if that artist call, I'm there.
Because that's like different. I mean, not to say that like you're one of the first ones to really pull that off. You know what I'm saying? To where damn near like a session. You know what I'm saying? How like certain like a drummer in the band. You know what I mean? Like how they travel. It's not like rarely do you see them get with one artist. You know, because they don't tour that much for them to make a living. You know what I'm saying? They have to be a part of the band.
Fortunately, I've been able to juggle. Like there's a conflict here and there, but not often. Where everyone got something the same day.
Right. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
So like back in the 90s, that wasn't really seen for like a DJ to be flowing around like
90s, like that was.
Yeah, I mean, I was around.
I mean, I think what you saw more than anything was the artists switching DJs a lot, or just keeping one DJ, but never really like
garbage.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kind of going through that type of stage to where like they upgraded. Because I remember I was thinking about it just now after what's his name, Red Handed. I remember that was the incident that stopped that.
Was Irv.
Yeah, Irv.
Irv was Jay-Z's DJ.
Yeah, DJ Irv. Yeah, Irv Gotti, obviously, but yeah, it was DJ Irv for a minute. Then Dr. Butcher was there for a minute. I remember. You know what I mean? So it was definitely switching up, because then they started being like, oh, nah, he's nice. He's like one of, you know what I'm saying? They started looking like that. I remember Eclipse was like a DJ for like shows and stuff. But he was like, they just teased him too much. It was just like, I remember it was like they was abusing him, man. I felt sorry for him. Like I was like, damn. It was like they hit his turntable from him. It was like
a scavenger hunt.
Yeah,
it's probably Dame that spearheaded all of that.
Nah, for sure.
Dame, shout out to Dame Dash, but he had no chill button. He gonna meet you for the first time, and then when Chubby Chub come here, I'm gonna let him tell you the first time they met. Damn.
He's just constant violation. He just sees how far he could go.
He was always snapping on you. Yeah. If you ain't have tough skin, you couldn't be around.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen what he did in some of those like the backstage documentary.
Yeah,
where he fuck with who was it? DMX's DJ, the Rough Riders DJ. I remember. I don't know. He made LS1? One of them put on lipstick or some shit.
LS1.
Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yo, this shit is so foul. Like, these motherfuckers just fucking with each other all the time.
Oh no, we used to like on the Camp Low run.
Yeah,
we used to do some crazy things like practical jokes. You know, back then, budget wasn't there, so sometimes you had to share rooms. Mm-hmm. So I remember Chiba from Camp Low. I'm in the shower. He somehow tied the bathroom door to the closet door. So now I can't get out. So I'm pulling it. I finally, it's like the plastic bag for the ice or something he used. Finally ripped the door open. When I ripped the door open, the fan is pointed towards me. So I'm coming out the shower wet. He got the fan blowing him. I'm like, all right.
Double header.
So you switch up from Camp Low, and how many cities do you remember how many cities you did?
It was hot when Lucchini was out in that Uptown Saturday night. We were doing 5 shows a week for the entire 1997.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you going to cities for the first time you've never been? Like,
that was my first time on the road.
Wow.
Ever.
Yeah. Hey, what's good? This is the R.O.A.D podcast, Reflections of a DJ. We're here in New York City, and we have invaded the Sound Collective. Now, I want to explain what the Sound Collective is. I got my man Lefty from the Sound Collective here. Lefty, thank you for having us and hosting this beautiful studio for us. Exactly what is the Sound Collective here in New York?
Modern, state-of-the-art facility with tons of production gear. And one side of it is you can be a member and you can come here and pay monthly to use the rooms and the gear and sign out time and our space. We have a state-of-the-art studio. We have all these production stations, DJ stations, instrument practicing rooms and such like that.
And you also teach. You have classes and sessions, right?
We have intensive programs, short-term programs that people can come and take Saturday classes on DJing, production.
There's kind of a community building within where there's DJs, producers, musicians.
Up and coming producers, people honing their craft and learning, and DJs and all these things. And they come here and practice, and we have all the new gear, so they come to check that out and get familiar. And a lot of DJs will come in from out of town and be like, let me get a day pass so I can just get a refresh on the 3000s and the V10.
And what's great is that a lot of our guests, everyone from Clark Kent to the technician to Camilo, they come in here and they're just like, holy shit.
You want to play with all the gear, man? Yeah.
I didn't even realize this, but you guys have studio spaces where people can do live streams and they can do their Twitch streams here.
Yep, we got a whole green screen set up already, multicam, full-on switcher. We also do a lot of events here. We're bringing a lot of outside talent, organizations. We got a big event coming up with DJ City, Beat Source, and Serato.
That's part of our family.
Yeah, we did a big one last year with them. We got another one coming up.
For our listeners, is there any way we could hook them up with a deal, or if they put in a R.O.A.D podcast code?
Yeah, tell me about it. What else do you have in vision for this deal? It sounds like we're well on our way. Why don't you tell them?
You're working with us where they can type in a code for R.O.A.D.
Yep.
And they'll get a month free, right?
Yeah, on our online platform. We have a whole online platform with masterclass style education.
Nice.
Different categories and everything, instruments, drums. And then we have these things that we're launching right now called Pro Paths. So you can choose, if you're a producer, you can take the Ableton Pro Path, the Logic Pro Path, Serato Studio. Goes through a wide variety of knowledge besides just stuff in that skill set and discipline.
So our R.O.A.D listeners, if you're in New York, you can check out their facility. Mm-hmm. You can do a day pass, a week pass, a monthly pass. You can check out their site. You have access to all the education online.
Soundcollective.com. We also have a YouTube channel that has some of our content from the educational courses, and all of our events are live streamed and put up there.
I hope we can come back here and use your facilities again.
Looking forward to it.
Shout out to Lefty and the Sound Collective. Thank you so much. Do you remember the first city that you just were blown away? Like, man, I fucking love this city.
No.
Nah? Because it was just in and out. You didn't stay that long.
Pretty much.
Damn. So when you got back from the tour, like you probably had a good stack of money? Yeah?
No.
I was about to ask you. I said, "What's
the budgets wasn't it back then?"
Yeah.
I was about to ask, "What's like the shit you
what
bought with your first
budget?
big check?"
Yeah. What was the budget?
Sandwich. Not just like
He made it
Back
a
then,
large.
I was going to the record store.
yeah.
I was buying vinyl and sneakers.
There you go.
Man. So you got, well, at least you got the resume, right? You got the bragging rights for that shit.
Yeah, it was just came from.
So you got back. Everyone's like, "Damn, Camp Low," and then right after that, immediately, were you getting called for like other shows, cover for Foxy, do all this?
What came right after that? I think Sauce.
Sauce Money.
Sauce Money.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense.
This is like around. This was Face Off out yet?
Yeah.
Because it was right. Because I did the mixtape for his.
That was like
his
actions
album.
speak louder than words and all that, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. So they had to sing.
Shout out to Sauce Money. Tell you how.
beginning
I'll tell you
of
the
that
day
record, too.
the day I met him. I don't know him from nowhere because he never really. I never seen him at
Yeah,
the.
he never was around like that. He only came to the studio.
So Christy, she somehow got me to do his snippet tape. Remember those?
No, what is that?
When the album was coming out,
Yeah,
and you'll do a tape with maybe 30 seconds of the song.
yeah. It's just,
Yeah, I remember that. I think I was there for that.
it was like a preview of the song.
Did we do it at Jimmy Henchman's studio?
It was somewhere y'all was watching the game.
Yeah, like on.
Yeah, so I come in and they watching the game. I'm like, I'm tech here to do the tape. He's like, all right, we watching the game.
Yo.
And he was like, Sauce was like, yo, if you want to leave, you can leave. So I'm like, damn. All right. Like, nah, I'll be in here, B. So I'm in the room on the equipment, just practicing. They watching the game for like another hour. So now he comes in the room. He's like, yo, I've been sitting here watching you for 20 minutes, B. You got to come on the road with me.
Damn.
I was like, yo, B, you treated me like a food stamp when I walked in.
A food stamp.
From then, we did the tape. We was cool. And we went on the road. It was me, him, and Wise P from the Rangers.
Sauce Money was like the one that, like, he was nasty.
He was ill.
He was nasty.
And he's a comedian.
I was like, yo, man. I just remember at that time, I thought Sauce Money was like, I mean, he was like maybe one of my favorites. I was like, after Foundation, Face Off, and then his Foundation was the shit. I thought, I told Clark this, I thought Sauce, Jazz, Jay-Z was going to be the next supergroup. I thought that was going to be the next shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just
they were called a hard pack.
The hard pack.
Yeah. Probably supposed to pause that.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
Hashtag pause.
This is like a baby pause. Hey.
A baby pause.
No, so wait, you was on Sauce. So how long was you going with Sauce Money?
Probably for that year, the year the album came out. And
Because he was on Geffen, no?
Priority, I think.
Priority Party. He ended up going to Priority. Started at Geffen, but then, yeah, it ended up being that Priority.
And the funny thing about Sauce, the album didn't do so well. It's a classic. Y'all should Google it. What's the name of the shit? Middle Finger You? I think.
Middle Finger You. The singles were hard, though.
Get that, yeah.
Yeah, they were playing that shit in L.A.
Dope album. I don't think the label did what it needed to do for it. So at that time, SoundScan was like the big thing. So every week we would get it. We on the road, like, yo, what does such and such sell? Or they called a brick. So we laughing at like certain people's numbers. Like you had to sell like a lot of records back then.
Back then, yeah.
Like, yo, you only did 250,000. Damn, you called a brick.
250,000 was a break back then. I forgot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So when his album dropped, and the numbers came out. As weird as this may sound, I never heard from him again. Shows stopped, everything.
Wow.
Damn.
And that was my man. We was on the road heavy, laughing, traveling, doing everything. Never. I was like, damn, did I do something wrong? And I believe that might have been his only album.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after that, he kind of just like
Yeah.
disappeared, right?
He's still the illest. I see him on the gram spitting. He still got it.
Yeah, because he had the because that's around the same time he did the Missing You and started writing for Puff and doing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So that just
That's right. He became like the ill ghostwriter.
Yeah, he became a
so
ghost.
that, he kind of went in that direction because
Getting them checks.
yeah, because back then it was it wasn't too many alternative outlets. What I mean? And he was already on Priority, so it's like. That was like an alternative outlet because this is like before Koch and all that type of stuff like that. So it was like Priority was like the independent route. So once you independent and you don't do good, it's like it ain't really too much other options. But because people wasn't even into the mixtapes yet, they wasn't doing like artist mixtapes yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like a few years away. So you had to like, wait for another J feature on another J album or another, you know what I mean? It was like there wasn't too many opportunities at that point.
But the late 90s was a little weird, right?
Yeah.
Leading up to the 2000s because
sure.
I feel like the late 90s, mid 90s, before that, if you were nice, you would be successful. But like in the late 90s, I feel like you needed something else. Like being nice wasn't good enough.
It wasn't. If you was nice, you were known as being nice. Doesn't necessarily mean you were successful.
Yeah.
Sales wise.
Yeah. It got you like drafted, I like to say. You know what I'm saying? And now you got access in some way, either to a producer, either to a label with a lot of resources or something like that. Like just being nice got you shift up into that. And then there's certain people that was just nice with DJs on mixtapes and stuff like that. Like that was Jay at the time. That was a few different DJs who had, Lord Tariq and them guys and
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you nice on that level where it's like your neighborhood, but the DJ is good and people hearing you, but you still got to get to the point where you got a song and that song is being promoted with some money in the video and all of that type of stuff. So I think that part was there because you had to be nice to get that access. It was like the entry point to where later on it was like, oh, we could do this with anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you didn't really have to be nice. You know what I'm saying? You could come with some type of clout or some other type of look. Something else, a new city, something else that's like attractive. And now anybody could be put into that box. You know what I'm saying? But just the nice was like the prerequisite at the time. It's like, it wasn't like potential. Now they draft somebody 7 foot. Okay, fuck, let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just draft them. Let's try to teach them how to play later. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that came later on. Before it was like, you had to be good for them to even notice you.
Right.
Because you had to like battle or do something to just get on that radar of a freestyle here, like when Cam is on a Clue tape. Or, you know what I mean? Like those little windows, like when the Lox came out, it was like a Bad Boy tape. That's the first time anybody ever heard them past, Yonkers, you know what I mean, Van Cortlandt Park. You know what I'm saying? Like below that, nobody knew who they was like that. You know what I'm saying? But once they got on that tape, it was over. You know what I'm saying? So just those looks and I remember it was big for Jay to be on the second Bad Boy tape. You know what I'm saying? Like having those opportunities didn't come around often where it was like everybody in hip hop could hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I feel you had to be nice to get that opportunity in the first place. And then what happens from there is kind of like, a lot of moving parts got to kind of line up,
What when you were coming up, what was like, I don't know, like what was the reference for you for what a good show is and what a good show DJ should do and what it should be,
Probably Run DMC and Jam Master Jay.
Yeah.
And Flash in them. So I was always watching the DJ in the background. I remember Flash at Fresh Fest with
Wow.
he's cutting Ultimate. Ultimate. And I forget who's on the side doing this. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Then Jam SJ, when he used to bring Run to the stage, with the run. I was like, that's something I might want to do in the future.
So you were just learning like how to create excitement.
Even to this day, like I take things from everybody, and I ain't ashamed to say, you do something, don't do it no more, because I'm doing it.
You take your shit.
I take things from everybody, put it together, and make me.
Is there an artist that you work with and you went on tour with, and maybe it was like the most, I don't know, maybe it was the most difficult, challenge for you to put together a good show for that artist, and never? You always kind of knew what you had to do.
The challenging out of everyone now is probably Rakim, because he doesn't have that big of a catalog. So it's like, how do we shuffle these songs and present a different show? So that's probably the most challenging.
So how do you do it in your, what's your tactic? Do you, you're always trying to switch beats up in the middle of verses? Or
I don't do that often. You just got to serve it up different somehow. So for any artist I do, it'll take me hours to put a 45-minute to an hour show together.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting there all day all right, they're expecting this next. I don't want to do that next. But this don't sound good coming after this. So I sit with it, I present him yo, here's the list. You want to make any changes? I do that with everybody. The Lox, I'll make the list, I'll text it. Do you know these rhymes? They'll be take this out, add this. So
how important were you in the versus battle between the Lox and Dipset? How long did that take for you guys to put that type of show together?
I'll say I was very important. I played the music.
No, but what? How? Did you guys creating that moment? Yo, Tech, let's make something happen. How did all that shit come to fruition?
Yo, Tech, let's make something happen. New York.
Even down to you knowing what song to play when they played specific song. You know what I mean?
That's the real key, though, right?
That's the key.
Responding to their song.
The original rules were 20 songs versus 20 songs. Mm-hmm. So we did a rehearsal. We yo, these are the songs we're going to do. Specific songs of theirs. We said, if they do this, we're going to play this. And if I remember the setup, I was kind of across the street from them.
Yeah.
It definitely was back.
So there was no communication.
No.
So when I got to the Garden that day, I'm that's where I'm going to be at? This is whack. And it happened, everything happened for a reason. So we had our 20 songs. Mm-hmm. Then I was yo, after the cameras go off, I got an extra 30 piece. Let's do it for the fans. I was going to say, yo, let's keep going for the fans. So I had an extra 30 piece, which was the napalm sack Kiss was referring to. Who Shot You was in there. And I was yo, how am I going to know when to drop? Disney's use your discretion. And that's what I did.
Wow.
And I said, how am I going to know to specifically do that? We need a code word. And he was I'm going to say, yo, Tech, let's make something happen.
Damn.
Goosebumps. The weird thing about that happened during all the arguing they were doing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, when he said that, nobody else said anything, and that line stood out.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
And to this day, if someone sees me, that's how they greet me.
Yo, Tech, let's make something happen. Yeah. No, yeah, because that was very key component when you they dropped Welcome to New York City, whatever, and then you had his verse ready to go, and I was
that wasn't on the list. I said, if he does Welcome to New York, we're gonna do New York, the Ja Rule record.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just a done.
And if you line up the songs against each other, we went first. So everything they did was a counter for us.
Right. The first 10, I believe.
And we never switched that. We never switched that after 10.
Oh.
So Welcome to New York was an answer to something else.
Mm-hmm.
but it just so happened it sounded like they were going up against.
In all that commotion, it turned into me countering everything they played.
Right.
And we broke the rules. We were doing like 5 songs in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a girl rendition.
Yeah.
Like other girl records.
I think
That
it might have
wasn't
been
on the
better
list.
if y'all would have came after. I feel.
No, it ended up us being after somehow.
I mean, like, because I felt like Joe has so much hip hop stuff that it kind of threw people off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, because Ja didn't have nothing to go with it.
Oh, that's that one.
At that point. You know what I'm saying? On the Joe one. You know what I mean? And I feel like that kind of.
Our plan with that one was to take it to the streets.
Right.
But I said if there's more females in there, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Because Fat Joe got a depth in his catalog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like to go from Flo Joe to, you know what I'm saying, to some Genuine, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I think that part of it was where it kind of caught people off guard, where Ja didn't have nothing but joints. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have like album cuts that he was even gonna try to play. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like
with that one. I noticed every time we played some, Ja went over to Don Marco like, "Yo, big, we gotta, what you got over there? All right, play this." Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was going on the fly.
Yeah. He was back
countering what we were doing, which is what I was doing during the Dipset thing.
That's what I was saying.
Like, all right, they played this, and you mentioned the
girl
set.
Song,
That wasn't part of the plan. It's because Joel said, y'all don't like girls.
Yeah, he started talking all that shit.
Yeah. Y'all got no girl record. But the fact you already had that shit, because you just were just slamming records at a point.
I told you I had a 30-pack ready for afterwards.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that you're like, oh, this is a girl record.
And even during regular shows, I'm very spontaneous. I go off the crowd. I'm like, all right, we ain't feeling this. We ain't doing it. So I'm always ready. Even whatever song they played, my next record was ready immediately.
So the first one you did was Fab and Jada?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, because that one I feel like was where you really started to see the difference in the sequence and how important that was.
Not only
you know what I mean, and then how important the DJ was. Because before, I don't think, it was like bigger acts that might not have been hip hop. So it was like, okay, they kind of was a little more orchestrated. But I feel like that battle and a couple before that, you started to see like, hold on, somebody could upset somebody. You know what I'm saying? You started seeing like, hold on, they got more hits, but that could happen. You know what I mean? Like, which led to the Dipset thing happening, to where a lot of people had them winning. You know what I'm saying? They had them penciled in.
I can't lie. I had
because of the solo careers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had probably
they left so much records off the table.
Off the table, yeah. And that's what the planning comes in at. And you could tell they didn't have the planning because they was all on different pages.
But you could tell even
they
Fab
all was coming together.
Fab
you know
had to talk to his DJ too.
Yeah, because they're right next to each other.
Yeah, whenever the artist has to go to the DJ in the verses, there's like something's going on.
Yeah.
What threw me the fuck off was in the Jada Kiss and Fab verses, he started doing the shit he wrote for Puff and all like the ghostwriting shit he did. And then, so when you drop Who Shot Ya, I'm like, no the fuck he did not write this. But then he goes into the freestyle. I was like, whoa, that fucking was the smartest shit to do. Like, that shit was so creative.
And that some artists don't realize either. It don't just have to be your song. Like, if you wrote it or have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Like when Crack did I'm Still Not a Player. And Joe was like, that's not even your song. He's like, I executive produced it. It's my song. People could pull their pen out. You could do 20 songs of just your pen.
But also the artist, like the DJ even knows like what are big songs to certain crowds that the artist doesn't even realize. So the DJ is like, yo, I already know. This is the mixtape shit. This is the B-side shit. This is the girl shit. These are the hits, and they know when to pull
That's
it.
What I heard a lot of people too when it moved to a live audience.
Yeah.
Now you really got to come with it.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Back when it was a split screen with the wax signal, it wasn't no crowd reaction.
Or even the early COVID crowds.
You're in the group chat and you're like, oh, they're on the phone. Whose idea was to bring Remy Ma for Big Pun's verse on?
It was Joe.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a great fucking
Twins?
touch. Yeah,
no,
Twins.
yeah, deep cut, yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to go. I was like, God damn, that was a smart ass move.
Mm-hmm.
That was a smart fucking move.
So like with the Lox Verzuz, the weird shit was that at a certain point, I was wondering like, yo, is this shit planned? Because it just seemed like the Lox were following your lead.
Yo, everybody, I've seen so many comments like, they planned this. Like, they threw us so many alley-oops inadvertently. That y'all don't like girls. What was another one? Yeah. When they was getting on Chic. When you gonna do something? When you gonna do something? And I think I dropped either Reservoir Dogs or Niggas and Started something.
Yeah. That was fucking cool.
And I had to pull it back. Like, yeah, y'all want Donnie to step up here. But a lot of things, it kind of looked planned.
Yeah.
Like
it looked beautifully like orchestrated. It was incredible.
Told you I'm spontaneous. I'm going off what I'm hearing. And it's literally what I'm hearing because I didn't see the verses till I got home. Because there was 75 people in the ring in front of me. I couldn't see anything.
Wow.
And that room was no joke. That room was like
stacked.
That was that's an intimidating room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Tony Moxberger, somebody tapping me like, yo, Kiss trying to get your attention. I'm like, where is he? He's like, right there. I can't see him.
All you kept hearing was tech.
Yeah, it was pandemonium in that ring. I'm surprised that ring didn't collapse.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to fight at a point. I was like, I text Crooked. I'm like, dude, but motherfuckers about to fight. I'm like,
damn, I think it almost went down.
Because I'm from LA, bro. We swab
Rider.
quick. And Cricket's like, nah, that's just New Yorkers. I'm like, I don't know. This shit seems pretty intense.
Salute to Y from Rough Riders.
Yeah.
I think he was on it that day, but they was like, Y, chill out, man. Don't mess up the money.
So what was the energy like afterwards between the two of them? Between Lox and Dipset when that was done. It was all love.
Immediately, I think they hugged in the ring after. It's like, yo, this was.
Yeah.
They said it in the beginning. We gonna get a little trippy and say some things. Just no Frank Stan references and good.
Yeah. Styles gave the the rules.
Yeah.
I love Styles, man. One of my favorites.
They went right on tour, right?
Went,
then they go right. Yeah, did you?
Nah,
I mean, it never happened, but they at least planned it. So that's what I mean by that's how together.
It was a funny style promoted it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but it's funny because that's what the show kind of came out of that.
Yeah,
the show they do now. It is what it is.
Yeah,
because he wanted Kiss to do it.
Yeah,
at first because they kind of was like, let's take this energy
we
somewhere.
I didn't know Jeezy tour last year.
I didn't know that was the Cam sports show was gonna be with Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because we did the what was the name of the Jeezy tour?
Streets something, right?
Yeah, Legends of the Streets.
Yeah. Legends of the Streets.
So Kiss and Cam was on that last year, and I did DJ for both of them, which is crazy. Another Versus effect. Cam started calling me for shows.
Oh.
So
you want to say, yo, Tech, let's make something happen.
Yeah, because you think about like who else is really out there like that?
Instead of them doing separate sets,
yeah,
it's like, yo, let's go song for song, combine the sets, and that's what we did.
Oh.
Wow. So during that run, Cam was like, yo, I'm doing the sports thing.
Damn,
come through. That's when it was in Miami.
Yeah,
and Kiss was like, yo, I'm with it.
Yeah.
And yes, it didn't work out.
Whatever DJs do, not to say what you do, but you know what I mean, like that does that. Really think about it.
There's a few that DJ for more than one artist, but
like active.
I don't know if they're necessarily as vocal. And like I would say most DJs just play the song.
Right.
And that's it. But I'm actually part of the show.
Yeah, it's usually like a friend at this point. You know what I'm saying? Or the producer comes out, stuff like that. And it's, you know, unless they got their DJ, you know what I mean? Like rest in peace, Mr. C. But other than that, you don't really see that long-term connection. And then on the other hand, you don't see people who else would have Cam called? You know what I'm saying? Like, like in that sort of situation, like that type of thing. Like I'm thinking about it on that.
Yeah, because the only one I can really think about is Mars. He does the Usher show in Vegas, and he does like his own little like segments of stuff.
Yo, I watched Mars do that Usher show. Like, it was just me and him before anybody came in. So little by little, I'm like, all right, he's doing his thing, but I'm like, I want to see him go in. So finally, when it gets packed, he takes his jacket off.
And you're like, "Ooh, Superman's here."
I was like, "Oh, all right." He put his foot in their ass. I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I want to see, man."
Mars gets like that Usher show with Mars, like he does like a pre-show, like set, and it's just when I was there, I was just like, "Man, this is." Like he just creates the energy, like he takes it to another level.
Like stuff like that, I just be on the side, want to jump in like double dutch. Like, if Mars say, "Yo, Tech, I gotta go to the bathroom."
But 1 for 1, let's go 1 for 1.
Yeah, when I see a great DJ, like it makes me want to get on the set and enjoy that with them.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
It's crazy because when you on paper, when they were advertising, you know, Dipset versus the Lox, I remember all of us were like, man, Dipset got this. Like, this is a rap. This is a rap.
Look, for sure.
We were like, Dipset got this.
When Michael Buffer announced all the members, I turned around to Tony Moxberg. I said, yo, I think they got the bigger reaction. I was like, damn, they might get us because of the crowd. The crowd is on their side.
But as soon as you drop,
but you literally, like, your involvement literally changed the trajectory of that whole fucking that whole shit.
Right when he said, "Yo, Tech, let's make something happen," that's when the shit just went doop, and it should.
And that song wasn't supposed to be at that moment,
right?
But that was the key word.
Yo,
Tech, let's make something happen.
You in the napalm.
So it's weird, like, you know, it's 2 turntables. I'd have something ready over here, something ready over here. This is the next song. This is my calling the
like cue up, but not. Yeah.
The crazy thing is, as soon as he said it, you were so quick to already have it because once he finished his sentence, ding, ding. So you already had it ready to go at all time.
I got something on this side, and this was whatever the next record was supposed to be. So you know what you got to do, hit that start button on the turntable, and it's ready.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's cold, bro. It was a cold fucking
little thing, even the spin back.
Or the
that was big.
Like, all that was spontaneous.
Yeah, because if you think about even the legends who came up, you don't really remember nothing from those performances, like the Kid Capri's and the Canes. And, you know what I'm saying? The people who had, like, you know, real, you know, those type of DJs come up, it still didn't feel like, it felt like they was just being who they was and just playing the records. It wasn't like, okay, let's plan this and really get this, you know what I mean, together. Let's have cold words. Let's figure, you know what I mean? Like that whole putting that much into it didn't seem like it came. Because then you got them, you know, they coming from somewhere else, busy, not really, you know what I mean? He with these guys all the time already. So it's like, you know what works.
Yeah.
And also, me and Kiss already did one. Yeah. So we kind of knew going into it, like, this
you got to be ready with the audibles. You already knew that. Yeah.
Audibles. That's the word I was looking for.
You the audible king for that
so
shit.
Who Shot You was an audible.
Yeah. There was a bunch of audibles on there that you was just ready for. Yeah. That's great. He had the audible folders.
Yeah, the audible.
Yeah,
wait, so how
Belichick. He had
the sleeves on.
Okay, that's how they.
How did you first link up with the Lox?
Back to Christy Clifford.
Wow.
Yo, Christy's fucking. We gotta get Christy on.
She was managing the Lox. At first, she was managing Styles, I remember, but then I guess she started managing the whole Lox.
So, Kid Capri was a guest up at Flex's show on I-97 in New York. So I'm up there with him and her. The Lox were his interview guests. Styles mentions, you know, I'm looking for new management. I was like, go get him. she didn't want to approach him. So I didn't know them yet. Capri knew them. He brought her over. Yo, Styles, it's my manager. Get with her. He got with her. Similar situation with the Camp Low. I go watch his show. Hit was his DJ. Hit is his road manager. He runs his Juices for Life now in Yonkers.
Dude, I love them shits.
Hell yeah.
Dude, and then the Pharmacy Life shit, I bought all that shit. CMOS, everything.
Pharmacy for Life, Juices for Life.
Yeah.
So Hit was his DJ, playing off the instant replay, just hitting buttons. One particular show, he came out to UFO, the breakbeat. I'm like, it's dope freestyle, but these people don't really know that breakbeat like that. Y'all should come out to this song. And he's like, nah, this is, I was like, all right. So he got married. I did his reception. At the reception, he's like, yo, you ready to come on the road with me? I said, yeah. And that was it. And from him, Sheik did something at BB King's one night for Flex. I called him like, yo, who's doing your show, the BB King? He's like, you. All right. So now I got two of them. Kiss would come to some of the shows, be like, yo, let me borrow him for a couple.
That's a good Kiss impression.
That's
right
a good.
And eventually, I ended up being a group DJ.
What's your
Now, how about the Ghost, the Wu-Tang? Where Ghost?
So me and Sheik were the opening act on the Ghostface tour. So the whole tour we did, every night they used to watch me and Sheik. Like, we killing them. So Ghost did Prospect Park one day. It was around June because it was graduation. Sheik was at his son's graduation. So Ghost sees me. He's like, yo, where's Sheik at? He with his family. His son graduated. He's like, yo, tell him come through. So Prospect Park is in Brooklyn and Yonkers is in Yonkers. It's dumb far from each other.
Yeah.
So I called Sheik. Yo, Tone said to pull up. It's like, yo, I'm with my family. I took a picture of the crowd. I sent it to him. I said, yo, if you can make it, make it. He said, yo, I'm on my way. So now he comes, but Ghost already started his show. It's him and Capadonna. So now we have to come out in the middle of his show. He's never been on stage with me until that day. So after the show, he's like, yo, from now on, let's just go song for song instead of y'all opening up. So it's kind of right place, right time all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Scram is the other person I just thought of. Who kind of does
Scram.
that.
Yeah,
Scram did for a lot of heavyweights.
Yeah, he does. He does similar in that vein.
And then Active is also just real DJ Active from Philly. He does a lot of more R&B artists though. Like a lot more
Janet
R&B.
and
He did the Patti LaBelle and
Right.
and Gladys Knight verses.
Yeah.
Oh,
He out there with Janet.
Yeah, he does Janet Jackson. He does all of them. Yeah.
I seen Janet at the One Music Fest in Atlanta. Janet is Janet, but I'm watching Active the whole time. He's throwing things in, making it sound like part of the band. And I'm like, nah, that's dope.
That's right.
And Active gets busy.
Yeah, from Philly?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's dope that you actually go to these shows and you're continually studying.
I'm still
right?
a fan of all of this.
It's always every
Like,
time
I buy concert tickets.
just to check out.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't ask for them.
Huh?
Respect, because you don't ask for them. You should be like, yo, I'm trying to go. You just say, fuck it.
Yeah, you know, artists have the most supportive, non-supportive friends.
That's true. Fact.
They want to support you if you could get them in.
That's such a good one. Support you.
So you're constantly just studying
All day, every day.
all day, every day. Is there who's another DJ that you've seen and you're just like, man, and they're continuously they're still doing it.
Like Jazzy Jeff, Kid Capri, Scram, like you said, Chubby Chub. There's a lot of people you may not necessarily have heard of. JC. He's out of Detroit / Atlanta. He was Luda's DJ, Goody Mob.
JC?
Yeah.
I know JC.
Light skin JC.
Did he used to be Talib DJ too? Did he used to DJ for Talib?
I don't know. I don't think so. I know he came. I first seen him with Luda.
He's kind of short, right?
Nah.
Oh, he tall?
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is somebody different I'm thinking about. Because this kid that used to be Talib's DJ who lived out in Atlanta. But he was like dope too, but I got...
Yeah, I first seen JC at the Mix Show Power Summit in Miami when Mystical Shake Your Ass first came out. Like, it might have been out for a week, and he already had a routine for it. I'm like, this kid is a problem. So then my man Doodles from Philly. Like maybe DJs everybody not necessarily heard of before, but there's some dope cats out there.
How was last year when you were doing the shows for I think it was like the Rock the Bells, right? It was the 50-year anniversary of hip hop. Were you part of that tour?
No, I did the
BET?
The BET and the Grammy special.
Well, how involved were you in? Were you putting like kind of everything together? Because I know Questlove was behind the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think both of them, right?
I don't know about I don't think the BET on the Grammys.
Yeah.
So for the BET one, L called me himself, which I found like, I was honored, but I was like, C-Trip is his DJ. So he called, he's like, yo, doing the BET Awards, you want to do it? I was like, yeah. And that's how that happened.
Wow.
We did the rehearsals. Jeff, it was me and Jazzy Jeff, and they combined the show LL and Rakim. It was the Marley Marl tribute. So there's like, yo, these are the songs we're doing, and it's like, all right, this is dope. Added my scratches. I would have preferred if post-production the scratches were a little higher in volume.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. Like, I knew Jeff was over there scratching because I knew, but they were very low. And I'm like, damn, they could have turned it up then. Even mine, I'm like, they could have turned us up a little more.
All right.
Were you nervous for the Grammy shit?
Nah, I'm going on stage is nothing.
It's a Tuesday for me.
Yeah. So it's another show. Just happen to have millions of eyes on you, but it's another show.
How complicated was the Grammy shit though? I feel like everyone was angry with what Questlove what he put together.
Because they weren't invited, probably.
No, but everyone was angry with it. But it was like I feel like they don't understand all the politics and all the work it took to put that shit together.
And a lot of people didn't show up at the, last minute. So it was a lot of shuffling and stuff like that. That's why stuff didn't seem to make sense in certain places and stuff like that.
Uzi Vert
might
came
have
out,
jumped in there. Yeah, he helped save them in a way, but cause he was just there. They just threw that on there and stuff because that wasn't really planned, right? The Uzi, I know that for sure.
I'm not sure.
No, I mean, I heard him talk about
it's
it.
Dope. It's dope that they did because that's where we at today.
Yeah, no, for sure. It brought it full circle. I think. Right. Yeah, it definitely was like the, that good moment.
Uzi looked like he was mad that they put him up there. He's like,
yeah.
I was like, all right, bro, it's your time to shine, kiddo.
Yeah, no, Quest said that. He told them, if you hear your song, just come to the stage. Like he texted them and told them like something like that, and he played it, and he came up. So he probably definitely was like, okay, I don't want to not go up. He actually, you know what I mean. So he was probably in the tough spot, but yeah, that definitely was a lot of people was kind of mad that they didn't win, so they left for that. Some people had issues, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of last minute stuff that kind of messed up the initial plan.
That's the thing with pre-recording. Like, for whatever reason, hip hop is the only awards that were pre-recorded. Everything else is live. I'm like, yo, if this was live, it would move so much smoother and quicker. Because you had artists saying, yo, if I'm not on next, I'm out. So now they're having to shuffle the order.
Yeah.
Like, I got called at the stage like 4 times. I'm like, Tech, what are you doing here? You're on 7th. Somebody told me to come now. Like, it's crazy with pre-recording.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes like what, double the time?
Yeah, definitely. So like, if this was live, that set would have been changed like the NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Get 73 people, move everything.
Mm-hmm.
And in pre-recorded, it's just like everyone's just sitting there waiting for shit to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Like I was just really kind of curious when you're putting the show together. And I know you was with Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, right? And then were you doing Black Thought as well,
Black
right?
Thought, yeah.
Yeah. When you're putting that together, are you working with
J Period put that together. Like I think
Shout
he's
to
the
J
music.
Period, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went and did it.
Gotcha.
So you had no input in that? You're just kind of like
Nah, I was just the actual DJ. But J Period and Questlove, they were the music directors.
Gotcha.
And you're very vocal on the mic. You do a lot of cool little ad libs. You hit little says here and there. How, like, when you're doing like these like bigger things like the Grammys and stuff, they tell you like, yo, let your shit out or just talk your shit, or is it like
I know
restrict you from shit?
I know when to tone it down. I knew that was TV, so I couldn't. It's about the artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I fell back. But at a show where I gotta fill in the gaps, like they want to pour a glass of yak, it can't be quiet ever on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
how is it with Ghostface and Raekwon when you're on with them? That's like, are you organizing? Are you just mix matching everything, or are you going by
also,
albums?
how thick is your old school folder for them when they just ask you to play old school stuff?
They're very random, and they'll sometimes ask for something 2 bars before the next record's supposed to come on. So I'm ready to drop the next song. I'm like, yo, throw the OJs on. And that, for those of y'all that don't know, you have to type in OJs.
Right.
O' J.
If you hit the wrong letter, now you got a backspace.
Yeah.
So they sometimes think, yo, throw the OJs on. And it's on. I'm like, yeah, I gotta look for it. You giving me 2 bars to find it. But they're spontaneous with their shit.
Wait. Explain this old school folder. They just like playing like classics in the middle of their shit.
Yeah.
And then rapping over the classics.
Sometimes.
Or they'll sing it.
Yeah. Or just re-sing it and just
Like they'll get ODB flashbacks. I'm like, yo, Dirty used to love this record. Throw this on. And they'll sing it.
They're just on stage, just vibing out, singing that shit.
Yeah.
Raekwon's not singing, Ghost is, right?
both
Both of them.
Really?
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, with the Raekwon and Ghostface show, are you doing it like kind of like you're mixing it all up, or you doing it like kind of Cuban links?
I told you, I'll take an entire day to put a set together. So I know you gotta go song for song. Then I gotta think like, we've never done this. Does Ray know the lyrics? Does Ghost know the lyrics? Mm-hmm. Is it too long of a rhyme? Because they didn't have song structure back then. They were just rhyming. Mm-hmm. So certain things would be 58 bars.
Right.
Yeah, especially with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, this is a long one.
Hey,
but
and then not only that, you have to know their shit, right? Because you got to do ad-libs once in a while, or like you have to do they ever forget and you have to like carry them back on?
Nah. That's one thing with them. Then they know their lyrics.
And they just go off.
Everybody would know their lyrics. Like it may be a stumble here and there. I'll have the lyrics on this side. I'll throw it in. But now it's easy with the stems. But I don't use the stems because you could just play the vocal version and punch the vocals out. But I don't do that. I still like to challenge myself.
Right.
Wow.
So even like Rakim, cause I guess you got all real professionals and lyricists in that way, because I know some of them always perform, so it's hard to, you know what I mean? They don't really, because usually it's when people don't perform a lot. Like Jay will have to warm himself up, like listening to stuff and before tours and like like get into it, you know what I mean, like remembering what type of songs you're gonna, you know what I mean, do. And definitely like say like B-side shows, like them type of shows, you gotta like give me all the songs, you know what I'm saying, and really go through them however many times and stuff like that.
Like that, if I throw a new song in the set list, I'll ask like, yo, you know the lyrics to this? And they're like, nah, send me the song and the instrumental, and they'll learn it. Wow. And sometimes it'll be like I'll get an idea on the way to the show. Like, yo, me, you know the rhymes to this? Nah, throw it on in the car. Like Styles will say, let's do it early, like within the first 3 songs, so I don't forget it.
Damn. I always think like they know their shit's like I would know their shit. It's just like,
they got thousands of songs.
Yeah.
Like I'm always amazed that they remember anything.
But how do you remember their stuff too? As far as obviously you got dropouts and stuff like that. And,
I don't know every lyric, but I know like the key. Your mom's.
Yeah.
Man's.
Because Premier was good like that. Like Premier was like
Primo.
He know all the lyrics from every song he did, and that's why he able to get the scratches so good, because he, you said that, so and so said that. You know what I'm saying? Like he know how to find things, and he
make him into hooks.
Yeah, the dropouts and all that type of stuff. Like he's good at that.
What was ill? I don't know if you remember a Jay concert. He started with "You Don't Know." The song that came on was "You Don't Know," and the lyrics he did was "Where I'm From," because they start with the same word.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's doing that over there. Then he realized it. He's like, Guru, hold on.
I seen Raekwon do that too before.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like he did, it was something over Cream. It was like,
he did Cream over Shook Ones.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah,
that's great.
Like BB King somewhere like that. It was somewhere like that, and I was like, oh shoot.
But Jay did. I'm from where the streets. And You Don't Know is I'm from the whatever it is. They start the same with the same word.
Right.
And I was like,
and they're around the same speed.
Yeah, roughly.
I'm from where the streets will follow you. To follow you. Yeah. And where I'm from,
Man. So he told Guru to run it back?
Yeah, they couldn't call on.
Because he realized, like,
doing the wrong song.
But that shit sound tough either way, right? When he was doing the where I'm from.
It happens. Sheik did, niggas done started something over Reservoir Dogs one time. And I'm like, that's the wrong song, B. So like, I gotta like, damn, do I let him go or do I pull it?
Right.
What'd you do?
I pulled it back.
You're like, hold on, hold on.
Because we still gotta do that other song.
Right.
Yeah.
The promoter be like, yo, you got 5 more minutes.
Like, what happened? Oh, shit.
Like, yo, you gotta do Reservoir Dogs over this time, because you know you did that over there. You gotta remind them, like, yo, don't spit that. You spit that already. Spit this one.
So I got a question, because I love that you have all these hip hop acts, and you have these legendary hip hop acts, street hip hop acts, and then I saw like on your resume the Aaliyah. Like, yeah. I want to know
where you see this resume at?
Huh? I mean,
where's this resume?
We do some research.
You know Narwhal? That's me, but I'm Mexican. I got you.
I want to know how you can like switch up and how you approach the Aaliyah.
Similar. It's the same energy. It's just an R&B show.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing with that, I had to stay up there for her whole 45 minutes because I had a solo set in the middle of her show. This was for the 97 Budweiser Superfest tour.
Oh, wow.
So Kid Capri was her DJ, but he was double booked for a Def Comedy Jam. So I did some of them. So with him, because he's him, they rolled him out on a like a separate set mid stage. But me, I'm part of the setup, so I gotta stand up there. I gotta do the dances, do everything. But that was amazing. But as far as switching it, I didn't switch it. It's the same energy. It's just an R&B artist.
Wow. Did you get to work on the set list with her?
No, for her, I did a solo set. So,
oh, my bad.
I didn't. She had a live band.
Okay.
But the shows I did, I was up there with the band. Like, they didn't bring me out separate like Capri. That was amazing. I remember when she did the Garden, she was scared because I believe that the time before that, she may have gotten booed.
Oof. Really?
Yeah.
Why did she get booed? Where did she go? What city was it?
It was the Garden, New York.
Oh, shit. But why did she get booed?
I don't know. I think it was a ladies' night concert for whatever reason, because Foxy was on it and Red Handed was there. It said for whatever reason it didn't go right for Aaliyah. I don't know if it was a sound issue or what. So when we came for the Superfest in '97, she's like, yo, it's a lot of people out there. So I'm looking at it like, it's the same amount of people every night. It's just a different place. But then I remembered the last time she was there. So I kind of gave her the pep talk. She went out there and killed it. Capri came out. That's when Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See just came out. And Bus was like, he asked Capri, yo, you think she'll let me rock? He said, let me ask her. Capri went to Aaliyah, was like, yo, you seen Bus? He's like, yeah, I seen him. He's like, you crazy. He talking about he want to do a song tonight. She's like, yeah, that'd be dope. He's like, word? He went and told Bus. Bus was like, yo, I'm going to fuck this place up. And that he did. So I've seen some amazing things over the years.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was gonna ask you what was maybe one of your favorite moments of all time on stage with an artist.
Versus.
The Versus.
Can't beat that one. But he made merch out of that shit.
Yeah.
I seen people with hoodies and say, yo, Tech, let's make something happen.
The Versus, how much did how much did your career change after the Versus?
A lot more calls and bookings, and price went up.
The price went up. So Fat Joe wasn't lying.
Not at all.
Not today's price.
Yes.
So what about outside of performing, DJing, like clubs and shows and that type of stuff? You do that?
I do clubs when they're willing to pay what I ask for.
Gotcha.
And this is a thing. There's a camera. This is the thing to all DJs. If we stick together, the price can go up for everyone. Mm-hmm. But you don't know everyone's situation. Because a lot of DJs accept anything. Yeah. Again, I don't know their situation. I can't knock them for accepting it, but it got to be a minimum of what DJs accept. Because a promoter, you can make a lot of money on a night. If you have a bar deal or a door deal, you can make a lot of money, and y'all paying DJs way, way less than $1,000.
That's crazy.
Some even under $500.
It's crazy how something could go downwards. Usually it's inflation. Everything is going up. You know what I'm saying? Besides DJ salaries and stuff like that.
Especially in New York, 20 years ago.
Right.
The rate is almost the same now.
No, that's what I'm hearing. The same numbers. I'm like, that sounds like the numbers.
It's even less.
My friend who was, that sound like the baby shower numbers. It's like,
yo, you crazy.
The minimum you should get should be able to cover your laptop if anything happens.
Ooh. My laptop's about $3,000 though, Tech. So,
all right. Let's say you go do a gig and they give you $500, and some drunk person go, "Oh, let me play."
Well, that's what happened to our guy over here. Rick Ross poured Bel Air on his laptop.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he paid for it.
He didn't pour it. He put it on the DJ table, and it spilled all over the shit.
That's one thing I don't accept. Don't put no drinks near my laptop.
Yeah.
Because we were in Australia. It was Ghostface and Chic. You know, guys have liquor and bottles. So during Shay Shay, we bring girls up to dance. I guess one of them hit the bottle. Spilled on my hard drive, not even my laptop. Spilled on the hard drive. So
you bring an external with you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta bring like 2 laptops at that point, just to be safe.
No, I bring 3 externals. I can always plug into anyone's laptop. So the drink spills on the external. It starts like glitching. I'm like, oh man. So the show was over. So Total Eclipse is like, yo, I got a couple of songs. I'm like, nah, the show's over. Because now I'm tight. Because I know why the drink was there. The drink is with us. It's not the girl that, don't put nothing near my laptop. Put everything on the other side of the floor. I don't even want people around because there's a clip of a show we did in Brooklyn. During Kiss, during Who Shot You, the music stops. So I'm like, I look at my laptop, the beach ball is up. Somebody hit the hard drive. So luckily, I got the fastest computer on the planet. Powered down, restarted, rebooted. Before he finished the rhyme, I dropped the beat. People went crazy. They thought that was part of the show.
That boy take care, man.
And in the clip, you can see people grabbing my shoulder. Danny rips my shirt. I'm like, damn, B. So I explained to the crowd what happened. And they was like, yo, I thought you did that on purpose. You should have just left it. I'm like, no, I was mad. Like, nobody staying next to my laptop, no drinks. Like, you got all, first of all, you shouldn't even be on the stage. But everybody go on that side.
But it's 90s hip hop, so
Everybody want to be on stage.
But everybody's up there like this. Yo, I'm here. Like, out of here with that, man.
Is there an artist like on your bucket list that you would love to just DJ for, like, and do a couple shows and organize their set list?
Dead or alive?
Like one, dead or alive.
Oh, if you give me that choice, Mike.
Jack?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
It's my favorite artist ever.
Oh, wow.
There's songs he's never performed. Like Lady in My Life. Like, it's things like, nah, we're going to do this set. This is my personal set list. We're going on tour with this one.
What about alive? Who would you want to do their set list for their show?
That I'd have to think about because some of them I've worked with already, not a whole show. I've been on stage with them, like Busta. His energy. You know, we got that Jamaican energy.
You still got the same DJ,
Scratchator, yeah. I did Onyx. Like, anybody that kind of can match my energy. And so far as Busta and Onyx, I think. Because Busta came out with us for a Styles P show. Then I actually did 2 or 3 Onyx shows.
Oh, for real?
Wow.
Yeah.
When did you do Onyx? Like what year?
I don't know. It's fairly recent, like before the pandemic.
Okay.
So a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Them shows are still wild. They still wilding out.
Yeah.
Wow. I
had to pull back
Sorry.
Throw Your Guns. And when I pulled it back, the crowd kept going. I'm like, damn. Oh Lord, let me start this off.
Let me get my shit off.
I love how, like, you study live performances. Like, you know?
I can do someone else's show, like, exactly how they do it.
Wow. I've never heard that from another, like, tour DJ or another DJ for artists, that they're putting the effort to, like, watch other shows. And you're naming even, like, you even know what Michael Jackson performed and what he didn't perform.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. So you're doing the work. You're like literally researching. Your passion is really trying to put together the best show possible and learning from every show.
Because I know what I want to watch. So it's kind of Kid Capri's method of DJing. He plays what he would want to watch someone play.
Right. That makes sense.
So I put together a show, like, this is what I would want to see, hand it to the artist, yo, let me know if there's any changes. Look, I'm going to show you what I sent Kiss for Sunday that we just did. To show you how detailed I am with sending shit.
Hold on, let him put his glasses on.
So, as you see this here, it says, do the verse, play the vocals. Hook, play the vocals. 2 verses, play the vocals. Play the vocals, let the crowd sing it. Do the vocals, do the vocals. So crazy. It's very detailed.
Can you send me that screenshot so we can we'll put it on our YouTube a little bit? Is it like notes?
Nah,
it's a text.
It's a text.
Oh,
Text.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah.
But once they say, and he responded to take one song out. So I'm like, all right.
You ever fight him like, maybe not. Come on. You budge a little bit? Just because you know what you want, like you have a vision for it?
Sometimes. But if he doesn't have time to practice it,
Yeah.
because this could be a song from 25 years ago.
So you're gearing up for the Lox 30th anniversary tour from June to December.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a long tour. That's a pretty fucking long. That's overseas,
States.
national.
Right now it's just the States.
Just the States.
Yeah.
And then you're also on Rock the Bells Radio, right?
Yeah. Every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. It's Channel 43, Sirius XM.
Tech support.
Rock the Bells Radio. It's called Tech Support.
Tech support.
It's all hip hop. I'm talking crazy. I'm scratching. I'm DJing on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Are you still on Twitch? Because I remember you used to do like the Boom Bap Mondays with Audio One and Fly.
I do it when I can.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm busy.
Yeah.
You know, Twitch was dope during the pandemic.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I also got to see a lot of people I knew that I never saw DJ before, and I'm like,
I seen when Chubb brought Brucey B up to his joint. That joint was fire. Like they was having a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even find it. I forgot to hit Chubb because I was looking for it the other day and I couldn't find it because he played a Michael Jackson song I never heard before.
Yeah,
and it was just an album cut from like Dangerous or something like that.
If Bruce played it, it was
that doom 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 doom.
Doom doom doom.
Yeah, that one.
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, Mike, Rest in Peace, Mike Jackson. I'm like, well, why are they saying Rest in Peace, Michael Jackson for? What song is this?
See, that's one of them songs Mike never did that.
Yeah.
I would have him do.
Yeah.
He beatboxed it on Oprah before.
Really?
Oh, you're right.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna see you on tour. We hear you on Sirius,
I
right?
ain't done with the
Okay. Let's
Sirius.
Yeah.
Sirius XM every Friday.
Right.
2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, other times and other places. The replay is around midnight. Sometimes it comes on 12:15, 12:20, 12:28. But tech support on Rock the Bells Radio every Friday, Channel 43.
Nice.
And the Twitch thing, like I said, fortunately, I'm busy. I don't do it as much as I want to, but I do it from time to time.
Yeah.
And I already starting to, you gonna have to pay the labels now.
They're starting some stuff like that. Some
On
like
Twitch.
copyright shit, yeah.
So now, that's it for the
Yeah,
bread.
they got like a fee. You seen it?
all the biddies
Like
and
a
all
creator's fee.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's like a flat fee, like a monthly fee, like let's say $20, and you could play anything from like Universal. Like different labels is doing that now.
See now how many DJs are
for
gonna do that?
for DJs and for like podcasts, you know, for like different people who want to use it. It's access to the catalog for a flat fee type of thing.
Now, for those that don't necessarily get biddies and subscriptions and all that, are they gonna pay that and not make it back?
Hopefully they can. Shit.
Yeah. $20.
$20. Hopefully.
Or get it taken down. Or get demonetized. So it's like either or, right? It's like.
See, I'm gonna put it out there. We're gonna have to go back to putting the pitch on +3, like we did on IG.
Yeah.
Take the time stretch off, put the pitch on +3. Because when IG started cutting people off, I never got cut off. Nobody knew the trick.
Speed that motherfucker up.
Song is registered on the green.
That's how that's what used to happen with Mix Show. Like Mix Show spins,
you got to play it on the green.
The income, it didn't get detected because most Mix Show DJs play fast.
Right.
So your spin on Mix Show won't get detected.
That's crazy.
Yep, undetected like Mix Show spins.
Oh, so they don't get the they don't count the spins on mix shows. It's not as accurate.
Not as accurate now.
You got to play it on the green for it to get detected.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And then they cutting it up probably sometimes and stuff like that. So it's like Shazam, you know what I mean? They don't notice it.
Yeah. You can get away with it.
Yo, technician, thank you so much for coming through.
Appreciate it.
Yo, hip hop, thank you for coming through as well and sitting in, man.
For sure.
Hip hop, I need some of them dats that ain't come out, man.
Chubb got all the good stuff.
He got a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Chubb got all the good stuff.
I tell Chubb every day, yo, B, when we going to storage, man?
Nah, I got all the stuff though on digital. Because I bought like all his mixtapes from somebody. They had all his
Nah, but you don't got the dats of just the song.
Nah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, because he had and it was longer sometimes too. Yeah.
Next time we'll get Chubb on here. That'll be dope.
That'll be fire.
We'll connect us.
Hell yeah.
Yo, technician, thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me.
If you want to watch more episodes from R.O.A.D Podcast, click either links on the left or the right. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page and get updated on new uploads throughout the week. Peace.